All right, now this one right here ain't no mistakes on this one. This one I definitely wanted to talk about this because he's done this twice in his career now. Um, Let me go to my notes. So I want y'all to figure to see if you can figure out who I'm talking about. He was an assistant GM for the San Antonio Spurs from 2000 to 2007. He is the sole reason why Tony Parker became a San Antonio Spur. He served as an assistant GM under Buford and Popovich. This was his signature moment. He's the one that put together a highlight reel of Tony Parker's play, which influenced the bosses to bring him back for a second look. He was the last pick in the first round for the San Antonio Spurs, Tony Parker. Also, he was the boss's choice. The owner of the Seattle Supersonics, who, Clay Bennett, was a partner with the Spurs, interviewed this guy by himself. And we all know about one mistake that a lot of people say that he made, but no one knew that the money was going to jump by 60% from 58 million to 94 million 4 years after they traded this player. Sam Presti, the general manager for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it's without any question he should be the executive of the year. This is the youngest team in NBA history to be the number one seed in the Western Conference. 3 weeks after Sam Presti got his job at OKC, he drafted Kevin Durant in 2007. The very next year, he drafted UCLA's Russell Westbrook, 4th overall. Then in 2009, he drafted James Harden, number 3. That trio, we know what that trio did. That trio took the OKC to the finals in 2012. KD earned an MVP under Sam Presti, so did Russell Westbrook. Now, the trade I was speaking of was when James Harden was let go. He had to go to Houston, but no one knew that no one could have predicted that the money was going to go from 58 million to 94 million 4 years after James Harden left. Okay, look, Teddy, you're biased, so I understand what you're going to say about that. But I think everyone expected you guys to be the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. I think that was we knew what you guys were capable of. So this is a little different. It's more about it's different from meeting expectations and exceeding expectations. So yes, Brad Stevens and his moves might have something to say about that executive of the year, maybe, but I think it belongs to Sam Presti. Not only did that, yes, the moves are good. Don't get me wrong. Sam Presti also did this. 15 picks, first round picks from 2020 up until 2026. 2 in 2020, 2 in 2021, 2 in 2022, 2 in 2023, 3 in this year's draft coming up, 1 next year, and then 3 in 2026. He has led OKC to the finals. He's a 3-time champion, of course, as an assistant GM with the San Antonio Spurs. And since 2007, he's been, when he was the GM for the Seattle Supersonics that now became the Oklahoma City Thunder, he's helped this team go from lottery pick to being the best team in the West because he's made moves. Some people had called him overrated. We didn't know if, getting all these draft picks will work out. Well, hey, it shows that it worked out. To be able to get all these draft picks, you get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and a trade that involved Paul George, along with a lot of first-round picks. You also gave away some picks with Russell Westbrook going to the Wizards. You also got moves from James Harden. Ended up getting Shaq Holmgren. You got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. You got Josh Giddey. You got players on this team that are good. And your best player on the team is now in the MVP conversation. So I think just because of all of that, plus all the moves that he's made, no one expected the Oklahoma City Thunder to be the number 1 seed in the West, let alone be a top 3 seed in the West. Sam Presti, to me, is the executive of the year. So Sam Presti, welcome to the Dogs.